Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
A lot of Protectorate strung up there. Dead or dying slow. What in the void's going on here?
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh. I politely request you cease defiling the corpses of our fallen brethren.
Area's off limits.
Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want? Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer orders, I don't have time to waste going idly back and forth with you. You are correct. If I were to let you in without apprehending you and placing you into these gibbets, it would cost me my life. Remember, The Sovereign sees all. Though you are better company than these corpses, they are numerous.
Area's off limits.
Though you are better company.
Area's off limits.
There's some kind of opening in the canyon, Commander.
Bet we could find our way closer to the Vox if we stay out of sight. Guess the Protectorate ain't so good at watching their own backs after all.
Hey there.
Deserves a look. Fair enough.
This the maintenance room? Void. Not much for creature comforts, are they?
Are you writing a poem?
What?
I thought I heard you reciting poetry. It was most evocative, with rich metaphors and clever wordplay.
Oh, thanks. Just a little something I want read at my funeral. Look at funerals, right? We can't go wrong following a brigadier's orders. Can we?
Of course not. Unless he executes us as traitors. Which would mean we are. So, in that case, no funeral.
Thanks. I feel much better.
Explosion imminent!
Just give the signal.
What? Disruptive
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life? Outside our lab? No. No. Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment! Squaring up.
Heard something. Looks like a fight. Looking a little woozy there, Commander. hitting again.
Oh, good. Where were...
Back in business.
Complex ecological network to govern the matriarch working with and through the sovereign devised the paradigm.
Can it wait, Commander? At least until we've talked with Zeb.
If each of us does our part, produce
Sure. Always happy to tour.
all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do
Huh.
arise.
Well,
All know how
at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
unbalanced even the
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word of the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator goes, this town's finished.
We are bound to inform
Trust the plan. Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Serve the
inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our predetermined profession.
That's why it's so generous of the Sovereign to let us become tiny cogs in the Great War Machine.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes social order. Why? Because the
Hermes dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
So much dust and debris during the attack.
We all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty.
Trust the plan, preserve said progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
We
A fine quote.
well at tonight.
My favorite is,
Isn't strenuous
we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species.
My is covered in burns, acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have is when I can jump in the water and float over my former house.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? You scare something up, you know where I am.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
Outsider?
Stay true, outsider.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
Stranger?
Consider finding a human companion.
If you seek conversation.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal?
Pshaw! I've no desire to speak of the current state of Fairfield, no less the Auntie's choice riffraff controlling it, or worse, any traitors who have flocked to their side. Why, I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating defecting the Protectorate, let alone for that cesspool of inanity. Entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrination. I have my own means of helping them, which you could aid me with if you so chose.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community.
Nobody needs go anywhere, not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your opinion. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological...
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
Each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species.
Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
To maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such. Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here to try. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsehood. That's abundantly kind of you, though there must be something I can offer.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our
Difficult place to saunter into. Stations off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism
Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful.
Farewell now.
Nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all.
Hey, Commander. Could I have a word with you real quick? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them. I'm not in favor of one party over the other. It just worries me that we might be involving ourselves in something we have no business in. Right. Okay. Well, if we do as Milver Street's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care they need and not be sentenced to death. Milver Street also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a Ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain, if he can be trusted. Reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier. Guess it's south then.
Outsider.
Your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give
returned.
Right now, the paradigm needs our help.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Feeling distracted.